So that's what Void had before. Are you kidding me? Wow. I don't approve of your jumping to conclusions about the Mylan race. After all, they were the ones who initially saved the children, not me. Although, it's true that they failed to see things through to the end. What's there to understand? Just do as I tell you. The SSS is sure to fail within half a year. I doubt it'll advance your careers at all. In fact, it may result in quite the opposite. Keep running into screw-ups like this and no one will even glance at your resumes. And wouldn't that just be an utter waste? Where did you work before, Randy? Oh, right, the Crossbow Guardian Force. More specifically, I was stationed at Belgard Gate. You know that fortress facing the Empire? The Guardian Force. Well, that makes sense. What a great view. Crossbell's really grown. The city where Uncle lives was by no means small, but compared to this, it doesn't hold a candle. I'm finally home, aren't I? Huh? A cat? If you live here, I imagine you've been a tenant way longer than a special support section has. Sorry about barging in your home like this. Don't worry, I won't be long. Making yourself right at home, aren't you? Then again, you've probably lived here for quite some time. I don't know why. Again, I've said it. The one difference I have with Void right now, well, two differences. I've had a haircut recently, so my hair isn't as long, and my hair isn't exactly as bright as Void's, but it just feels like I'm in here. I don't know. It might seem weird to people, but this is how I feel. I think this room was assigned to Ellie. I hope she isn't asleep already. Who is it? Oh, it's me, Void. Are you busy right now? I can come back later if so. No, you can come in. The door should be unlocked. Alright, thanks. Your timing's good. I just finished cleaning. Would you like to take a seat? I'll brew some tea if you like. Oh, no, you don't need to do all that. It seems like you've already made your decision, too. Oh, regarding my assignment here? To be honest, I was unsure at first, but I decided to give it my best shot. That's so. I can see you're still undecided, but I don't blame you for that one bit. I can't help but feel the whole plan for this department is a bit of a reach. How so? Based on what we were told, it was only created to help the government and the CPD save face, right? It lacks a basic guiding principle as a division, and its objectives and procedures are only loosely defined. And if we're unable to produce results, the division is likely to be dissolved for budgetary reasons before long. Yeah, I can't help but draw the same conclusion. But if you already knew that, why stay, Ellie? Do you have some reason? Well, I thought it'd be a good way to see the truth for myself. Oh? Just kidding. Honestly, I doubt I'll stay a member of the police force forever. So it's not too big a deal if this position takes me off course from my intended career track. I guess that makes sense. If I recall correctly, you didn't attend the police academy, right, Ellie? So, how did you end up with the CPD? Well, to put it simply, this is my way of getting some real-world experience. While I didn't attend the academy, I did take a written exam and membership test when I applied. They couldn't really reject me since I received both perfect marks on both tests. You know, the more I learn, the more I feel we're worlds apart. Do you think so? It's pretty rare for rookies to have already earned their detective license, though. You must have your own reasons for joining the CPD, right, Lloyd? Well, that's... Perhaps it'd be best to continue this talk after we've officially become co-workers. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Sorry, and thanks for being so considerate. Of course, Lloyd. If you were to ask for my personal opinion, however, I'd be happier if you decided to stay. You would? Since we're rookies, there's a lot we can still improve on. But today, you showed that you could lead us through whatever unfamiliar situations we might face. Your instructions were precise and quick, so I was able to confidently provide support. That means a lot, Ellie, really. Thanks for talking with me. I think I'll go do a bit of self-reflection. Of course, anytime. Good night, Lloyd. Night, Ellie. It was only our first day, but we were sure thrown right into it. I guess I'm a bit worn out. I'll probably turn in early once I'm done writing in my diary. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Good night, Ellie. Yeah, you're not gonna get to really review much that's sitting around. I guess this should be Tio's room. She's probably already asleep, though. No one home? I can't hear her moving around. Is this not her room? Yeah, looks like I was right. Tio's not in her room. Though she's already unpacked all of her luggage. Oh, Tio, there you are. What are you doing down here? Hello, Lloyd. As you can probably deduce, I am checking our terminal. Terminal? You mean all that stuff there? Yes, these are all components of an improved orbital terminal based on ZCF's Capel computer system. With this, we will be able to receive data and information from the CPD's main building via the orbital network. Let's rewind a bit. You lost me. How should I explain this? Lloyd, what is the extent of your knowledge about the orbital network project? The orbital network. I occasionally see articles about it in the newspaper, but I can't say I fully understand what it is. I think I read something about the Epstein Foundation proposing the project. Originally, the Orbital Network project began as a collaboration between the Foundation and Zeiss Central Factory. Now its progress is primarily due to the efforts of the Epstein Foundation. Its large-scale testing stage is currently taking place right here in Crossbell City. This terminal is a part of it. Can't say I follow that well. In the end, what's this project trying to accomplish? Simply put, it is technology that improves upon traditional communication devices. In addition to having communication functions, it links terminals through orbital computing, constructing an efficient information network. That is essentially the project in terms you might understand. I barely understood any of that. So basically, it's equipment that will make contacting HQ easier and optimize the chain of command in the city. If you were only taking into account this terminal, you would not be incorrect. While terminals are not my specialty, I can operate this one for us. Considering the future, I suppose I should become more acquainted with it. Oh. I take it that you mean you didn't... I take that to mean you didn't even think about refusing this assignment, huh, Tio? Actually, before that, when I was your age, all I wanted to do was play around with my friends. But you said you were transferred here from the Foundation. Tio, you aren't being forced to work here, right? What? Don't tell me that you actually are! I admit, I might not know your situation, but you shouldn't tolerate something like that. If you need help, I'd be more than happy to... Please, calm down. No one is forcing me to work here. Rather, this recent transfer was the result of a selfish request of mine. Huh? I have my own reasons for being in Crossbell. That is all there is to it. Besides, I think it would be prudent to worry about others before yourself, right, Void? Yeah. You make a good point, Tio. Sorry if I overstepped my bounds there. It is fine. Being too soft-hearted might have negative ramifications in your detective work, however. Unlike bracers, your occupation involves treating suspects with skepticism, correct? You really don't pull any punches, do you? Maybe I am still naive. Here I was thinking I'd discipline myself enough through the police academy's training. But I guess training alone isn't enough to make me a true detective. Tio? I have completed my maintenance of this terminal. Construction work on the orbital cables is scheduled for tomorrow, so I believe I will go to sleep now. Okay. Night, Tio. Hope you sleep well. Thank you, if you'll excuse me. Good night, Lloyd. It seems like all three of them have really put a lot of thought into things. And here I am, still undecided. Man, I'm just thinking in circles now. This is getting me nowhere fast. Maybe some fresh air will do me some good. What a nice breeze. Oh wow, that's right. I can see Belheim Apartments from up here. I'm sure someone else is living in our old place right now. I think Cecile's family is still in the building at least. I should pay them a visit once I find the time. It's been 3 years since then. After Uncle's family took me in, I eventually enrolled in Crossbell Police Academy. I studied and trained like a madman thanks to that. And well, thanks to that, I managed to pass the detective qualification exam. But, in the end, what did I actually want to accomplish after becoming a detective? Hey! Oh, it's you two. We've been looking everywhere for you. We went to the police department, but they told us you weren't around. They told us about this place, though. This is it, right? Where the special support section works? Yeah, this is the place. But why did you come all the way over here for? Well, actually, we thought we ought to thank you for today. Really? If you hadn't been there, those monsters would have hurt us pretty bad. So that's why we came to thank you. Wow, thanks, you two. That really means a lot. Don't forget, you guys were nothing compared to Arios. But, you know, compared to the rest of the CPD, I guess you're not so bad. So you just gotta make sure you work hard to catch up to him, okay? Come on, Ryu. We came to thank him. Why are you trying to lecture him? He's right, though. We all still have work. We will have to work as hard as we can. By the way, where do you two live? I can escort you guys home if you want. Oh, no worries. West Street is right over there, so I'm good. I live in the residential district, but I should be fine. But, could you tell Ellie and the others that we stopped by too? Sure. I'll let them know. Be safe on your way back, okay? We will. Goodbye. Man, the days of when I used to voice characters a long time ago in Cold Steel and my throat would hurt, it's happening again. Mostly because I'm not used to it. Even though I was voicing characters in Judgment, it's not as constant in like a Cold Steel game. You really are a simple guy, Lloyd Bannings. All it took to lift your spirit was a thank you from those kids. I guess in the end, everything depends on the way I choose to feel about it. Word of advice, Lloyd. To be a man, you have to be willing to tackle the issues you're facing head on. Follow your heart and intuition, and grasp the truth with your own two hands. If you can do that, you'll be able to see what exactly it is you want to do. Yeah, that's right. If I don't at least put myself out there, I won't come to understand anything. A phone call? Hello? You've reached the Crossbow Police Department Special Support Section. Lloyd? Lloyd, is that you? What? Cecile? Thank goodness. It's really you. When I contacted the police department, they told me to call this number. The Special Support Section, was it? Is that the division you're assigned to? Well, nothing's official yet. More importantly, I'm really sorry, Cecile. I was meaning to stop by first thing, but... Oh no, don't worry about it. I should have gone to greet you when you arrived at the station. Please, it's fine, Cecile, I promise. After all, work has been busy, right? We can meet up once we're able to get some time off. Don't be like that. How can you be so distant to someone who's practically your sister? I haven't seen you in 3 years, you know. Alright. We'll find a way to make some time, somehow. And I'll make sure to go see Uncle. And wait till tomorrow, too. Glad to hear it. They'll love that. Mom and Dad have been really worried about you all this time. But I'm so happy. You finally come back to Crossbell. Yeah. I'm home, Cecile. Welcome home, Lloyd.
So, what are your answers? No objections here. Looking forward to working with you. Besides, you're the one who dragged me to the CPD in the first place. Sure you don't want me to recommend you to the 1st Division? You'd probably really benefit from someone with your combat prowess. Yeah, I'll pass. Honestly, I'd rather join back up with the Guardian Force than be stuck in some stuffy office job like that. Fair enough. What about you, Ellie?
I will accept the position. I'm glad to be working with you, Chief Sergey.
Glad to hear it. And to be frank, I didn't expect someone like you to be here. I figured the higher-ups recommending you, expecting this division to just involve taking care of busy work. But I'm sure you're aware this assignment won't be anywhere near easy, right?
Yes, well aware, sir. I'm looking forward to taking on such challenging work.
Good answer. Well, Tia, do I even need to ask?
Not at all. This position was part of the arrangement from the start. More importantly, the orbital cables are scheduled to be wired this evening. I would like to be the one to set up the terminals if you do not mind.
Yeah, I was counting on it. So, 3 down, 1 to go. Lloyd Bannings, Crossbell Police Academy graduate who earned high marks in both written exams and practical training, and went out on to ace the CPD's detective exam. You ask me, you might be a bit overqualified for this team. Someone like you'd find success in whatever division you were assigned to, I'm sure. Now, I bet no one here would blame you if you walked right out that door. With that in mind, still have any lingering doubts?
No, sir. None at all. I look forward to working under you, Chief Sergey.
Glad to hear it.
Lloyd.
Well, that's no fun. Here I was looking forward to watching you squirm around trying to come to a decision.
Sir?
Well, that settles that. I'll give you guys the rest of the day off. Keep in mind you'll be busy as hell starting tomorrow, though. Be prepared to work your asses off. Oh, and Theo, the terminal's all yours.
Roger.
One more thing. Let's start this off right, Lloyd Bannings.
Sir?
Elliot McDowell?
Sir.
Randy Orlando. Sup? T.O. Plato?
Sir.
As of 9 a.m. today, I officially approve your new assignments. Welcome to the Special Support Section. Look forward to the mountain of different jobs I'll be throwing at you. Damn, money.
Our beloved goddess Adios, who art in the sky, we beseech thee, open thine heavenly gates for the soul running toward your loving embrace. I couldn't believe the news when I first heard it. Someone like him passing this young. Wasn't he about to get married to that beautiful fiancée of his too? Why did things end up like this? Why?
Damn it all! What the hell are the police doing? One of their own was killed. Are they gonna let this become another unsolved case?
It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. If I remember right, his parents passed away a while too, didn't they? How will his young brother handle all of this?
Lloyd, are you okay? Please, don't push yourself. I know you haven't been sleeping much recently. I could say the same for you, Cecile. I'm sorry you had to help me with so much of this. I should have taken care of it myself. Stop that, Lloyd. We're basically family. Of course I'm going to help you. Besides, Guy was my... Cecile. I'm so sorry, Lloyd. I know that you're hurting the most out of all of us. I'm sure things won't be easy from now on. But please don't forget that I'm here for you. Until you can stand on your own 2 feet, I'll watch over you, Lloyd. I was really a brat, wasn't I? I shouldn't have been so stubborn. I should have stayed with her. I'm home, Guy. Sorry for not stopping by sooner. Guess I still need to work on my stubbornness. But I'm here now. I'm back. I came back to Crossbell to be a detective in the CPD. Same as you. I've still got a long way to go to catch up to you. And I was assigned to this weird division. But I'm gonna do my best with the hand I've been dealt. So keep watching over me, Guy.
Well, time to get started on your first official job as SSS. Though, maybe I should just give you some more information before we get ahead of ourselves. Lloyd, grab your detective notebook.
Yes, sir.
A black notebook with the police crest, eh? Looks like the real deal.
We can also use this to identify ourselves as police officers, right?
That's right. There's also a manual with the rules and regulations inside. Heck, it's even got that info about your battle ordnance. Pretty good reference to have. However, its most important purpose is to keep track of your investigation reports.
Investigation reports?
Lloyd, you explain.
Yes, sir. They taught this at the police academy, so I suppose the others wouldn't know. The CPD maintains a rule that all of the investigations are to be carefully and thoroughly documented. After an investigation is assigned to you, you must record its status and keep track of its progress in the detective notebook. There are reports we will submit based on our notebook entries, which will inform our evaluations and any special allowances from the department. That's why it's important to take detailed and concise notes. I see. That makes enough sense.
Ugh. Sounds boring as hell. Ain't what I signed up for. That's the gist of it. However, the situation in the SSS is slightly different from other divisions. You'll have your standard investigations, of course, but then you also have support requests coming in.
Support request?
TO, if you will.
Sir. Over here, everyone. Oh, this is from the other day. Is this the terminal that you were busy hooking up on the Orbital network, TL? Yes, I finished configuring it yesterday. The terminal you left running in can be accessed at any time. After you log on, this screen will display.
Huh? A bunch of tech showed up.
So this is where you'll get support requests.
Right. Aside from the official missions of the department, we'll also get requests from other sources. Could be from citizens or tourists. Heck, even we might get jobs in the government every now and then. Support requests are optional, but if you decide to skip some, odds are the Bracer Guild will snatch them up.
Oh.
I see how it is.
By doing support requests, we can take some of the guild's popularity for ourselves. These support requests will mimic their own line of work to sway public favor.
Yep, though I expect they'll happen at a snail's pace. Besides that, I'm sure HQ will rope you in to help them when they're busy. Patrolling the city, doing some menial paperwork, who knows? You're kidding, right?
It's all part of the job, Randy. Has the terminal already started receiving these requests then?
Well, you take a look for yourselves. Just don't forget to keep track of them in your notebook.
Yes, sir.
Hey, those support requests aren't going to take care of themselves. You should be able to get the info you need from the terminal over there. So this whole thing is just a big internal memo system, huh? I guess now we just gotta head on down to HQ and get the deets, right?
Yeah, sounds like it. I think I'm finally starting to get a grasp on what the Orbital network is all about. Unlike telephones, which are purely auditory, the Orbital network can transmit text and images. I've heard about it before, but now that I've seen it in practice, I can certainly see how it would be advantageous in all sorts of situations. Yes, as we speak, beta testing is being conducted throughout Crossbell State. This system the police department has implemented is one such example.
Though I hear the guild has also started experimenting with terminal systems too. That should be enough to get you started. How about I let you guys work that support request that just came in?
Understood. But, what do we do after that?
I'd love to say we do whatever you feel like, but you can bet that the real requests will start pouring in after your lecture at HQ is over. Let's see. Considering this is your first assignment, try completing this task as a statement to HQ, saying that you're capable of police work. That should shut them up for a while.
Is this really all it's gonna take?
I'm trying to look for something right quick.
I gotta, just like in the Cold Steel games, I gotta get my entire side quest list up. So. Yeah.
Oh, and Lloyd, why don't you give everyone a tour of the city on the way there?
A tour of the city? Why?
You'll be the ones protecting the place, so it only makes sense for you to learn all of just what kind of place this is. Oh, and be sure to stop by the weapon shop and Orbital store right outside. As police officers, those places will be pretty handy in the future.
Understood. We'll make sure to pay them a visit.
I'll be in my office most of the time, probably either reading a magazine or taking a nap. If you run into any problems, don't bother me. You're smart kids, so figure it out yourselves. Well then, off you go.
Wait a minute.
There goes our boss, everyone.
Are we really going to be okay? I feel the road ahead of us will be difficult. Anyway, this is our first real assignment. Let's walk around the city a bit first, and then take care of the support request. There's no need to rush just because this is our first official mission. Let's just take our time and get a feel for things. I agree. Understood.
Time to hit the road then.
Yep. DP. Taking care of smaller support requests is Special Support Section's job. It's up to you whether you complete them or not, but at least head to the police department. If you want to learn about fine-tuning your enigmas, you should stop by the Orbital store. Roger that. Since you can't sprint, I should probably just keep high speed mode on. Whew, there's the mini-map. I feel like I'm in a Cold Steel game. Hold on, guys. It looks like the army is right over there. The chief seemed pretty adamant that we check it out. Shall we take a look?
As much as I want to welcome you in to have a look around, I'm afraid you're out of luck. You can't buy a weapon and crossbow without a license, kids. So if this is a prank, then beat it.
We're actually from the CPD, sir. Sorry for the confusion.
You're all police officers?
You must be those kids Sergey told me about.
Alright, feel free to take a look. When you're ready to check out, show me your detective notebook. I'll substitute a license. Oh yeah, some engineer-looking guy stopped by recently. Brought me something he called an orbital staff. Said it's some fancy new weapon, but who the heck would I ever sell a fishy thing like this to?
An orbital staff, you said. That's what you used, right?